How is it that this community of roughly 40,000 residents can have such first-class amenities, programs, and facilities? Did we win the lottery? Did we strike oil underneath the focal point? No. One word: partnership. So about 1952, families in the surrounding area formed a school. It was good, but it was large, roughly about 217 square miles. If you're familiar with the history of the area, you know that the city wasn't officially here until 1978. Once the new city was up and strong on its legs, the people hoped that fun and recreation was just around the corner. As it turns out, it isn't that easy, and never will be. Two things were missing. That's right, land and money. When it comes to facilities and amenities, you need both.
Being a long-term, lifetime county resident, I was pretty familiar with Apache Junction and knew that it was just a community starting out, and so I was aware that they had very limited resources in programming and facilities.
If ever there was a case where great minds think alike, it would be here, between our city council and our school board. Meetings were set, discussions were made, and agreements were signed.
A little history on the agreements. There's actually been 6 interagency agreements over the 30-year span, starting out with the tennis courts and the baseball field, but then we added a community swimming facility, Superstition Mountain Elementary School, the Little League Baseball Complex, and of course we've ended up here with a Superstition Shadows Park development, and that was our last agreement here in 2001.
As you can see, the partnership brought great things to the community. Here's a quick list of a few things that you may or may not know about. What is the other thing these facilities and programs have in common? Huge tax savings for the community.
Sometimes you do things because it's the right thing to do. Sometimes you do things because it's economically sound. And we have to weigh those all the time. Going into an IGA is a way to do both.
If I put my money with somebody else's and get some grants, because leverage with people working together on federal and state grants is really a lot greater if more than one entity is working on it, and if they have community support. And so then you put all of that together, and then you can better meet the needs and build something that's going to last.
Bringing facilities to our community, getting access to federal grants, maximizing every dollar spent. This partnership sounds like a win-win for everybody.
All the derivatives on these bad mortgages have just ruined banks all over the world and many other financial institutions. They've fallen down to zero.
The engine package passed by the Congress, and the aim was to cushion the real economy and keep it from feeding back negatively in the financial sector.
How did the government contribute?
No one could have predicted what happened in 2007. And because of current economic conditions, the partnership is at risk.
Well, the dollars are challenging, and I think that it would be fair for me to say that the issue the school district is in right now is unlike any issue, I think, financially that it's faced in its history.
But again, with the economy being as it is, I think that we're in some challenging times, and we're realists as well. We understand that people have been impacted tremendously. And the school district, in terms of going out for the override, is very attuned to that and trying to be the best stewards of its resources as it can, given the economic times that we're in.
Out of necessity, not choice, the school district is looking very hard at the agreements that are in place.
We definitely can't offer many of the programs that we offer without the support and the partnership with the school district. Mainly, and I think both of us have things that are important to give on that. The school district wants to encourage and keep educating that child even outside of their hours of operation. So
I think that it's times like this that when things really are tough, that the value of a relationship becomes most apparent. When we talk about the after-school sports or the after-school activities or the Boys and Girls Club or whatever entity that we partner with to help provide a place for our kids to be after school, you know, some can say that that's just something that we shouldn't be affording right now, but others can say, no, wait a minute, this is a period of time in which our community is under significant stress because of the economy, and so we really want now more than ever our kids to have a place to go to.
Some people would argue that schools should just educate, that they should strictly provide educational opportunities. Ask yourself this question: where you grew up and where you went to school, where was the center of activities? The school.
If we don't have the amenities, the recreational resources that are available to provide the constructive opportunities, alternative opportunities for kids these days, I think it would devastate this community, and I think kids would look for activities that maybe they shouldn't be pursuing.
A healthy school and Apache Junction Police Department wants our schools to be healthy, and we believe that they are. But we want to be a partner in continuing that healthiness, because it makes sense from a crime prevention standpoint. A partnership with our schools is an investment into the future, not only of the young people, but I see it as a community investment. And the health of that partnership, the wealth, I suppose, behind that partnership, or the success of that partnership, directly impacts the ability of the police department to manage crime and disorder. The two are connected. If that partnership were to break down and fall apart in our schools, we lose that partnership, then I think we would see negative consequences for that.
As the community moves into the future, there may be many occasions where it will need to answer these important questions. What kind of community are we wanting to be? What are we willing to do to get there? And as a community, are we doing enough?